Hello champions, welcome to today's class. Today we are going to be learning on pre-writing, and under pre-writing we are going to be brainstorming, focusing on the 5 W's of writing. Those 5 W's of writing that we are going to be focusing on are what, who, when, where and why. We are going to explain each and every one of those 5 W's, so pay attention and listen attentively. First of all, what does 5W mean in writing? This actually involves the thing we need to consider before writing a piece. The 5W is very important because it must be considered and imputed properly before your writing becomes beautiful. Then, those 5W's, like we earlier discussed, are actually what, who, what, when, where and why. So we're going to be explaining each and every one of those 5W. First one we'll be explaining is who. Who, as it implies, is talking about the character in your story. This character in your story may be yourself or maybe talking about someone else. So who is actually about the character of your story. The next 5W we'll be discussing is what. What? This is telling your readers about what happened in your story. So what actually stating what is happening in your story, informing your readers what is going to be happening in that story you are writing. And the next 5W is when. When, that says focusing on time. It is anything that has to do with time. It is usually introduced at the beginning of your writing. Then this time may be as a result of when the event took place. The fourth 5W's we'll be discussing is where. Where, as it implies, it's about the setting of your story, talking about the setting, whether it took place at home, it took place in Lagos, it took place at the beach, wherever your story setting is going to be located at. Then why, it's about the opinion of the writer. This opinion is actually the reason why the writer is writing the story. Is it to inform the readers? Is it to pass a message? Is it to let the readers know about something, about a place or a situation? So why is actually to pass an information to the readers. Then in this 5W, to understand it better, we are going to impute it on what we learned in our previous class, where we discussed pre-writing. We talked about brainstorming and getting a topic. From that topic we created subtopic. So in our previous class, the brainstorming of the topic we concluded on my memorable day. After that, we brainstormed on subtopics, and the subtopic we concluded on writing was my uncle's visit. So those 5W will be imputing it in my uncle's visit to get a better understanding on it. First of all, we are going to be discussing who in my uncle's visit. In this case, identifying who is the person that visited, and the person who visited was my uncle. So this story will be dwelling more about the character my uncle. Then in what about this subtopic is to identify where we went to, the places we visited, the places my uncle took us, like the zoo, the cinema, the Chicken Republic. Then after identifying that, we are going to be identifying the when in this topic. When indicating when my uncle came. Was it August? Was it during my last holiday? Was it during a vacation? So that is what when actually implies. Then we're going to be focusing on where now. Where is actually to describe the location, which was my home, because you said my uncle visited also, that was the location. Then why? What was the purpose of my uncle coming? Did he come as a result? He had a business trip in town, he had to come, or he came for family bonding, or he came to strengthen the family ties, or he came for a special visit. So that is all for the 5W. I hope you have understood it better and hope to see you again. Bye for now.